You want to become a full-time Forex trader in 2025, not just giving part-time vibes and making loss after loss, but really going all in. No boss to tell you what to do or long commutes to the office, just charts and cash. Then this is definitely the video you have to watch. This was my exact strategy to going full-time as a Forex trader based in Accra, Ghana. I'm also going to be sharing my exact tools and some painful truths you might not want to hear. Now, among all the strategies that I'm going to be sharing, you don't want to miss out on the fifth one that I'm going to be talking about. Let's go ahead and turn these pips into real paychecks. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Terry. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and join my little community here on YouTube. I've also got a free, steadily growing Telegram community, so you guys can go ahead and click on. This is one of the videos that I know is going to be helpful to a lot of beginner traders out there, so I figured this was a great way to make a comeback to my YouTube and social media presence in general. I'd like to take this time to say a huge thank you to everybody who took time to check up on me while I was away. I really do appreciate all the love and support that you guys showed me, not only during my wedding, but shortly after the huge family loss that completely threw me off. It's not healthy to pour out of an empty cup, so I had to make sure that I was at a good place mentally in order to be able to put out the best that I can for you guys always. You're all my tribe, and I genuinely cherish each and every one of you guys. So yeah guys, I'm back for good, so let's get right into this video. Make sure to grab your notebooks, pens, iPads, anything you take notes on, and make sure that it's something that you would definitely be going back to reference on, because I'm only going to be sharing gems in this video. You don't want to miss out. Links to everything I'm going to be talking about are available in my description box down below. The first thing I'm going to be talking about is establishing your why. You have to establish exactly why you want to start day trading in the first place. What are your goals? What exactly do you seek to achieve in the long run with trading? Now, this is nothing too scary. Over time, these goals can change, but starting off, you have to have a reason, a particular reason that's going to keep you going in the market when the going gets tough and the tough get going. When listing out your reasons to start day trading, you have to be completely honest with yourself, because in this case, there's nobody there with you. It's just between you and yourself. So be completely honest with yourself. It could either be for financial freedom, time freedom, maybe you want to be able to travel around the world, or possibly you want to be able to retire an old family member, for generational wealth, anything. The main reason why I started trading was to gain financial freedom, especially in the aspect where I was able to support the medical bills of my dad, because he was sick for over 5 years and the medical bills started to rack up. So being able to trade Forex gave me that financial freedom. But right now that he's no longer around with us, I had to completely change those goals and also allow me time freedom to be able to come and go as I please, to spend some free time with them as well. If it wasn't for trading, I might have not been able to spend as much time as I did with him, not knowing that those were the last moments that I had. I really do cherish every single minute. Guys, I'm trying really hard not to tear up here, but so now I've had to rethink my goals and direction towards trading. I now not only want to be able to create generational wealth for my children's children, but also allow me even more free time. I want to be able to retire before a certain age and have a certain amount of money saved up, and also acquire a lot more businesses for myself, because a standard millionaire has 7 streams of income. So being able to diversify my Forex profits into other businesses is one of my key goals going forward from this year. So yeah, you should be grabbing a sheet of paper and drafting out all the goals and everything you wish to achieve using trading. I also dream of becoming a mother as soon as possible, so being able to allow myself that freedom to be able to have that quality time bonding with my child. I know this is not just me. A lot of females also watching this video have that maternal instinct, have that maternal feeling. So being able to be financially free enough to be able to do this for yourself would be amazing. I'm being completely transparent about my goals because I want you to also do the same. So really sit down and think about your why, because that is going to be the glue and the magnet that is keeping you in the market. Trust me, as a day trader, there are going to be difficult times, but being able to pick yourself up and dusting yourself off and keep on going is going to be what is going to distinguish you from other traders. So set a clear why. My next tip is going to be pick a trading style that matches your lifestyle. Ask yourself this key question: which kind of trader do you see yourself as? When it comes to day trading, there is no one size fits all. You have to choose a weapon that works for you. If you want to go full-time day trading, you must have had some skin in the game already, and you know 1 or 2 things about your trading style. If you don't, let me recap on the types of traders that are available. To recap, we have the scalpers. Scalpers take 1 to 10 trades per day with extreme precision, going in and out of the markets like ninjas. With scalping, you have to have the best entries and exit points. You also take trades with lower time frame entry. You have to be extremely focused, have fast internet and faster fingers in order to be able to snap in and out of the markets. This kind of trading style for me is extreme, and I'm not going to be able to do it. And I know this about myself. I stick to intraday trading and swing trading. Intraday traders take between 1 to 3 trades per day. You analyze your charts in the morning to see if you get an entry and then execute your trades throughout the day, and then you're good. This just creates a healthy balance. To me, intraday trading teaches you the overall structure of the market without having to overcomplicate things. Swing trading is holding trades for days, weeks, and in some situations, even months. To be a swing trader, you have to have extreme amounts of patience, and you don't really have to have the best entries per se, because looking at your risk to reward, you stand to gain way more than you stand to lose. But if you ask me, the best ways to make a lot of money and stay safe is through swing trading. So my next question is, what markets are you going to be trading? Now, you do not have to limit yourself to forex trading alone. There is a crypto markets, the stock markets, the futures markets, but the truth is, it's easier to branch off from forex trading into trading stocks, futures, or cryptocurrency. Having the basic forex trading knowledge is going to give you an upper hand when it comes to trading crypto, stocks, and the futures market. Most of the strategies that we use in forex cut across these markets. Next, decide exactly which instruments you are going to be trading. The OGs know that I heavily trade Bitcoin, gold, and GBP USD. So having a particular list of pairs that you are looking at allows you to streamline your focus to these particular pairs, and you're not just aimlessly wandering around the chart, missing your entries and losing money on instruments that you don't really know much about. Having a particular list of instruments allows you to be able to dive deep and really know everything about the particular pairs that you're trading. You should be able to, if somebody taps you right now, where is GBP USD or where is gold at a particular moment, you should be able to tell the person. That is how much you study the charts. That is how much you know the instruments that you are trading. It gives you an upper hand to know the past, the present, and to be able to predict what is going to happen on the particular instruments that you have chosen to trade. So my next key tip is learning a proven strategy. Newsflash, trading is not a guessing game. You don't just enter a trade simply because you feel the market is bullish, or probably because your coffee tasted good today. That's gambling. You need a proven repetitive strategy. Some examples include break and retest strategy, the trend line strategy, price action, smart money concept, moving average, and price action combo. You need to know how often your strategy plays out. So backtesting is going back in time or looking left to know what has previously happened in the market, and this is how you're going to be able to determine what might happen in the future. Because certain patterns repeat themselves from the past, backtesting works and it helps you to know if your strategy works, how often, and in which kind of markets. Forward testing, however, is determining what is going to happen in the future on the market. Backtesting and forward testing are great, but you should have a particular place where you are keeping all these records, because they are really going to come in handy for you as a trader. You can either be keeping these records in a notebook, on your notepad on your iPhone, or in Excel. You can do this on Notion as well. If you're still struggling to find a particular place that can house all your records, your expenses, your journal entries, backtesting, forward testing, your weekly analysis, and everything, allow me to plug you into the easiest, most customizable Notion template that I've found. I tried various methods of taking records, writing them in my notebooks, and I always lose the notebooks, and I eventually fall off taking my records in the notebooks. Having one distinct location where I'm always able to make entries, and it just works seamlessly throughout devices, either on my laptop or my phone or on my iPad. One thing pro traders are not going to tell you is that you're going to get personal financial investors to invest in your trade. You need to have records of your win rates from the past till now. It's just like building your own personal portfolio. You have records that you can go with to show investors what you can do with your trading strategy. And it's easy to go through it. It's going to give you a whole graph of how your trading is going overall. My Notion template is completely customizable, so not only can you change the theme, you can also go ahead and change and restructure it depending on the trading style that you use. It works whether you're a price action trader, you trade smart money concept, ICT, trend line. This Notion template is going to work for you. And the best part about it is that as a beginner, it's already ready for you to start using immediately. You don't really have to know too much about Notion to be able to use this template effectively. It's really easy to use, and I've been using it for years now, and it helps you to know and calculate your win rate. So you don't really need to have 100% win rate to be successful as a trader. Until date, I don't know any forex traders that have 100% win rate. Even I don't have 100% win rate. The direct link to this template is going to be in my description box down below, so I highly recommend that you give it a try. My next tip is risk management equals survival as a trader. Did you know it's possible to win 6 trades in a row and still blow your account in one stupid move? You might think right now that it's a joke, but it really does happen. You might have a series of wins and then you feel on a high, and then just one loss in your trading session can completely lose you all your profits. So how you're going to be able to combat this is if you have a particular percentage that you're willing to lose on every given trade. Risking 1% or less on your account per trade helps you to determine exactly how much you are going to be winning or losing overall. You should have a specific percentage that you're willing to win or lose per trade. Always remember to place your stop loss. You can't place your stop loss after you've executed the trade, but to just remember to always place a stop loss in order not to lose your entire account per move. Always aim for at least 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 risk to rewards per trade. If it's a 1-to-1 risk to reward, the odds are a bit dicey and are not in your favor. So I'd highly recommend you go for 1:2 or 1:3. If you have a much higher risk to reward, that's even better. The more the merrier. Constantly encountering huge losses in the markets is an eviction notice to go back to the drawing board and figure out what you're doing wrong. You're the only constant variable in this equation. My next tip is mastering your trading psychology. Trading will definitely test you. You're gonna get to know things about yourself that you didn't even believe were possible. Fear, greed, overconfidence, and FOMO. Imagine all those emotions at once coming for you. The one way I personally overcome fear on the charts is the fact that the Bible says the Lord didn't give me the spirit of fear. And as a Christian, I don't allow fear to take over me on the charts. I constantly stay repeating 2 Timothy 1:7 to myself when I feel fear taking over me or coming around me, constantly reminding myself that the Lord had not given me the spirit of fear and timidity, but of power, love, and self-defense. Other ways you can work on your own trading psychology is by journaling your trades, knowing exactly what emotions you were going through while you were executing a particular, and having that record set so that next time when you encounter such a situation, you have a particular place to go to and remember what exactly happened. You can't be repeating the same mistakes over and over again and expecting a different outcome. That is why you have to have a journal where you take notes and learn from patterns that keep reoccurring, either in the markets or mentally. My second tip will be sticking to your trading plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. This is not just a saying. If you don't have a blueprint laid out for your trading, knowing exactly where you are willing to get into the trade, get out of the trade, when you are willing to start trading, what exactly are you expecting to see on the market on a daily basis in order to execute or exit a particular trade? When are you willing to close your laptop and say, I'm done? All those rules should be clearly stated in your trading plan. As I mentioned previously, my Notion template is going to be linked in my description box down below. You can have your own journal. Aside from having journal prompt, there is a place where you can have your brain dump, a section where you can have your trading plan laid out clearly in front of you while you're taking your trade. So if particular confluences don't align, you don't take the trade. My second tip is to take breaks. If you feel emotional on the charts, close your laptop and walk away. This will prevent you from revenge trading and eventually losing your entire capital. Protecting your capital is the #1 rule in Forex trading. So take a step back and come back once you're good and you're in a better place mentally to tackle the market. The reality on the table is the fact that the market isn't attacking you. Mostly it's your own psychology that is attacking you. My next tip is getting the right tools. Can you imagine a cook without knives? Why are you expecting to become a full-time trader when you know you don't have the right tools? The first thing you must have in your arsenal is a reliable broker. A broker with low spreads and fast execution. It is difficult to fight with brokers. Getting profits and not getting your payouts is a very painful experience. So you want to stick to a broker that you can fully rely on and is not going to disappear anytime soon. Now, the broker that I personally use, and since I started trading, you guys can attest to the fact that I've only been with one broker, and that is XNest. I trust them. I've always gotten my fast payout. So far, so good. They have been working for me and I still, to this day, use them. You can use them if you have access to XNest in your country. With whichever broker you decide to use eventually, my recommendation is to first test them out with a small amount of money and see how they function, see how their payout time is, their spreads are, and everything before you go ahead and make a bigger deposit into your trading account. You can either choose to go off my personal recommendations or try out a different broker for yourself and see how they work. My next tool is using your MetaTrader 4 or 5, CTrader or MatchaTrader. These are the ones that I've used, practiced with myself, and I can attest to how they work. I know there are others out there. I'm not going to shame them because I haven't tried them. These are the ones that I've used, and these are the ones that I can recommend to you guys. You also need an overview of where you are where you're going to be analyzing your charts. I analyze my charts on Trading. You can use the free version, but I highly recommend that you stay on the paid version in order to be able to use the backtesting tool and shared screen feature. They also have so many other amazing features on the paid version that you won't really get on the free version. Next tool is an economic calendar. You can either use Forex Factory, my FX box, so you always have an upper hand on your fundamentals, what is happening in the news industry that can affect the trades that you've executed or you might execute in the future. Checking out your economic calendar should be part of your daily routine before you sit on the charts to start your trading. So my next tip is to demo before you go live. Demo trading is like trading with training wheels. You shouldn't start trading without it, and you shouldn't also stay on it for too long. To those of you who know how to ride motorcycles, you don't just skip straight to a motorbike. My recommendation as to how long you should stay on demo is maybe between 1 to 2 months before you go in and make your first deposit into your live trading account. While you're on demo, if you start to see a little consistency in profits, then you can go ahead and make a small deposit in your live trading account and then start trading from. At this stage, you can now start practicing on compounding your interest overall to see how much you can make at the end of. Now, if you're on a live account already and you have between $100 and $500 in your XNest trading account, I'm going to leave a direct link in my description box. Specifically in your XNest trading account, go ahead and reach out to me on Telegram, and I'm going to add you to my completely free trading group where you're going to be able to test out and start making profits on that small account while you're practicing or while you're starting to go full-time trading. This is just for you to get a feel to see how easy it is to make more money on your personal account, to enable you to stay focused and consistent on the charts. The goal isn't to get rich by next week, no, but it's actually to still be trading by next year and the years to come. You're a trader and you're in it for the long run, not just for the little profits here and there. So guys, my next tip is to build a daily routine. The most important part of your daily routine as a Forex trader is your morning routine. Now, I'm gonna do a completely separate video on my morning routine as a Forex trader, and go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out when I post that video. One rule that I live by is the fact that success loves routine and chaos loves broke traders. You think about it. As my daily checklist, I always make sure to check my economic calendar before I start to trade. The next thing I do is to mark out my key zones using support and resistance or trend line, really whichever you're comfortable with. Also have a daily trading plan that you're willing to follow on a day-to-day basis. Review your yesterday's trades and learn from your mistakes in order not to repeat them today or the next day. Make sure you're journaling everything, your thought process. You're not only trading money, you're also creating lasting systems that can help you as an overall trader. So my next tip is knowing when to walk away from the charts. You're not supposed to sit at the charts all day. It's not a show. The more you trade, the more you lose. You really don't need to take 20 trades before you make money on the charts. I only take between 2 to 3 trades and then I close my charts and walk away. The thing most traders don't realize is the fact that the market is always giving out opportunities to get into the market. So if you miss one trade, there's a likelihood of your setup playing out tomorrow, the next day. So patience is key. You don't need to FOMO into any trade. You don't need to force a trade if it's not there. And just like trading a prop firm, you should have a maximum daily loss percentage. And for me, it's 3% of my account or less. So more trades really doesn't equal more money. It actually increases your likelihoods of a loss. And my last and final tip is scaling up your account wisely. Double your risk slowly from 0.1% to 1%. Make the increments in small percentages, not just jumping from 1% to 10%. That is too high, and most people's psychology can't handle that amount of loss at a go. You can also consider funded accounts. I've done countless number of reviews on a number of prop firms, so you can go ahead and check out any of them. I have a whole playlist of prop firm challenges that you can take, but my personal recommendations would be FTMO, E8, Blue Guardian, Funded Next. These are just alternatives of prop firms that you can give a try if you're on the lookout for a prop firm challenge account. My next tip is to trade multiple small accounts before you finally jump into the big leagues. You have to gradually increase the amount of losses that you are seeing on the market. There is a different level of psychology involved in losing $100 per account. There's also a different psychology for losing 1,000 and a different one for being able to handle the loss of $1 million Ghana cedis or $1 million on your trading account. Treat your trading account like a business because it is. So yeah guys, that's the blueprint: strategy, mindset, risk management, routine, and scaling. Becoming a profitable trader in 2025 is 100% doable, but there's no shortcut. You have to build the systems. You have to sit down. You have to put in the reps. So guys, go ahead and tell me in the comment section down below, what is your biggest struggle in trading? Are you live trading yet, or you're still on demo? And also, which of the points that I mentioned today hits you the hardest? Let me know in the comment section down below. Smash the like button down below if you learned anything new and you found this video helpful. Also hit the subscribe button so you never ever miss out on any of my weekly uploads. And also go ahead and share this video with your accountability partner or that friend that is holding you accountable for your goals this year. I'll see you in my next video, but until then, manage your risk, trust your plan, stay safe and stay blessed.